Oh, howdy all, grab yourself a beer, it's time for some Path of Exile discussion. Today, GGG announced an upcoming quality of life patch that is going to be in 3.17.2, which should be out fairly soon. Now, this is going to be an improvement to the Fragment tab. I think it's generally the case that most players that are in red maps now probably feel the Fragment tab is a bit of a must-have, and that's particularly with the amount of additional scarabs that drop now that you're doing Eater of Worlds maps a lot. You just get a ridiculous amount of scarabs from that. And so having a storage for them is something people probably already have. However, it's going to get a little bit better with a small change, but a welcome one. And that is that all of the various Maven invitations, so this is Maven's Invitation, the Atlas, Maven's Invitation, the Hidden, Maven's Invitation, the Feared, all that good stuff, that's going to get a sub-tab, as is the Eldritch ones. So that includes things like the Polaric Invitation that lets you fight the Black Star, and the ones for the Searing Exarch, the Infinite Hunger, and the Eater of Worlds. So this is the tab as it's going to look. Now, I think this is an adequate setup. I think it would probably be better if it didn't have these two sub-tabs and if it was instead just one larger tab. That's my preference, as it looks like they're going to go with this sub-tab setup, which will work. It's just one more click to get a specific boss encounter out when you're ready for it. I think that for most players that get to solidly be in tier 14 to 16 maps, this is going to be a significant quality of life improvement. And for people who aren't at those higher red tier maps, this is going to be pretty much a nothing change, maybe even a tiny little hindrance because it'll just be a little bit harder to click on the sub-tab that you want in the Fragment tab. But overall, I think that, even if you are in that latter category, you're not far away from being at the point where this will be a welcome change. So overall, I think this will be widely appreciated when it happens. And it's just one of those little changes that makes the game a bit better. Kind of like when they gave Delirious maps the space in the Delirium tab. Just made things a lot easier so that you could find those things. I will certainly not miss having a tab called Special Maps in my inventory like I had to do for most of 2021, where you would put in your Maven's invitations that you still wanted to keep. You would put in any map that dropped with Delirium layers, any map that dropped with really special enchants on it. You put them all in one place so that you could find them in the future. Nowadays, these will just control click into your Fragment tab, and then when you're feeling like you're ready to do the encounter, you'll be able to go straight there. That's all I've got. May your Valobs have interesting results.